Hello children, let us start 10th class Polynomials. Polynomials chapter. I am dealing with 3.2 exercise I have completed. After that we are going to do about this relations between 0 of the polynomials and coefficients of the polynomials. Before that, let us have a small discussion about the proverb. The proverb today is use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. This proverb says about your knowledge. The it here means your knowledge, your capability, the functioning of your brain. You should use it. If you don't use it, you are going to lose it. Means what, children? Usually, the one who is securing less marks will have an idea or will have an excuse to say that God has not given me the brilliant brain, that is why I am unable to do. But the one who is scoring good marks, they are blessed with the bright brain. That is wrong, children. Structurally, when you see the neurons, the brain, everything is same. But why is this difference? That you will understand when you observe the life process of those people, the lifestyle of those people who are securing good marks, how hard work they do, how well they prepare, how much revision they do. If you keenly observe them, you will understand, yes, I am lacking behind in my preparation. It is not the brain that is not allowing me to do, but it is myself, my thought process is making me to become dull. If you get that knowledge, children, then definitely you will start using your brain. Once you start using your brain, you will be the best student. If you don't want to use it, you want to become lazy and you want to show your interest in something else than your studies, that will make you to go back. This is the time. You are students. This is the time for you only to study, not for other purposes. The other enjoyments are there for lifelong to you. When you secure a very good job, when you have a good position in your life, then nobody is going to stop you in your enjoyment. Think about it, children. Prepare a good path for your future. If you are not using your brain, if you are not preparing well, that is going to give you a very worst result, children. So be careful, use it, otherwise lose it. Okay, now let us come back to the studies. This is about relations between zeros and coefficients of polynomial. So what is a polynomial, children? The polynomial is, we will consider it is p of x, that is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is the general form of polynomial. Here the coefficient of x square is considered as a and coefficient of x is considered as b and coefficient of we don't write it as coefficient, we will write constant term because there is no variable here. This is c. So basing on this a, b, c, children, you have got a formula. So before going to that formula, let us write about zeros of polynomial. Here the polynomial is, we are going to talk about quadratic polynomial. It is zeros of quadratic polynomial. Now when we are talking about here zeros of the relation between zeros and coefficients of polynomials, we are going to talk about quadratic as well as cubic. But now we are dealing with quadratic polynomial. So let me write here also quadratic. This is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is this. So zeros of quadratic polynomials will be getting 2 zeros. Number of zeros are 2. So we will be considering them as alpha. We call them as alpha. They are, what are they? Alpha and beta. This is considered as alpha and this is considered as beta. You have to call it as beta. This is alpha. So number of zeros are 2. They are considered as alpha and beta. And basing on this basic knowledge, children, you have got a formula. What is the formula for it is sum of zeros. Sum of zeros. What are zeros? Alpha and beta. Sum. One zero is alpha and the zero is beta. Alpha plus beta is minus b by a. What is minus b? That is minus coefficient of b. B is what? X by a. What is a? Coefficient of x squared. Okay. Next, product of zeros. Product of zeros is alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is c by a. What is c, children? Constant term. It is constant term divided by c by a. What is a? Coefficient of x squared. So this is the basic for quadratic polynomial. We are dealing with quadratic polynomial now, children. Afterwards we will go to the cubic polynomial. This is the formula that you need to learn to solve the problems hereafter. So quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. Quadratic polynomial has a degree as 2 and coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x is b and c is considered as constant term. And quadratic polynomial, the zeros of quadratic polynomial when we are talking about, always the zeros of any polynomial will be equal to the degree of that polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is having degree as 2, so the zeros are also 2. So those two zeros are considered as two different names. One is called alpha and another one is called beta. Alpha and beta. Basing on this, you have got certain formulas. What are they? The formula that we are going to use here, sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros means alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a. Minus b by a. There is a derivation, children. We are going to get it in this one, quadratic equations for chapter. So now just learn this. Minus b by a. Minus coefficient of b. B is what? Coefficient of x. By a means coefficient of x square. Similarly, product of zeros alpha into beta, c by a. That is coefficient of c is constant term and divided by a. A is coefficient of x square. So this is the one basic, children. Copy it. I hope you have followed this, children. Now let us go to the next part. Now in page 66, textbook page 66, we have got certain do these sums. So in this, do these sums. The question is, let me read the question. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomials given below. Find the sum and product of the zeros and verify the relation to the coefficients of the terms in the polynomial. So first what you need to do, you have to find the zeros. Means you have to split the middle term and find out the zeros, that is alpha and beta. After getting alpha and beta, you need to verify it with the formula that I have just now taught. So let us see one by one. First bit is p of x is equal to x square minus x minus 6. So let us split the middle term. We can take 6 is minus 6, so you have to multiply these two, minus 6 into 1, minus 6. Minus 6 you have to divide it into two factors in such way that when you add you should get minus 1 and when you multiply you should get minus 6. That means 3 2s are. So x square minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. See children, minus 3 plus 2 minus 1. Minus into plus minus 3 2s are 6 you are getting. So this is equal to x into x minus 3 plus 2 into x minus 3. That means what children? X plus 2 into x minus 3. So if x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 2. If x minus 3 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 3. So what you are getting here children? Consider alpha as 3. Usually alpha is considered as a positive value in physics. So we will consider it as positive values at the most. If you have positive and negative, take positive values as alpha and beta is considered as minus 2. So you have got the two values here. Now let us go for the verification. So how will you go for the verification? Now for the verification, what we need to do? We need to go for the verification. For verification, sum of the roots. We are talking about sum of the roots. What are the sum of the roots? We have got alpha plus beta. Alpha value is how much children? We got 3. Plus beta value is minus 2. That means 3 minus 2, that is 1. I have got alpha plus beta as 1 basing on the values that I have got. Let me go for the formula. What is the formula? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That means this minus is sign of the formula. And what is b children here? What is b? We have got verification here. We will write x square minus 3x plus 2. The minus x square minus 3x, sorry, minus x here. X square minus x plus 6. The formula is x square, the value is x square minus x minus 6. So in this a is 1, b is minus 1, c is minus 6. We have got those values like this. In this polynomial, x square minus x minus 6 means a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, that is minus 1, c is constant term, that is minus 6. So when you are talking about alpha plus beta, it is minus b by a. This minus sign I have written here. And b value is minus 1. So I should write that minus 1 in the bracket. By a value is 1. That is 1. You see children, both of them are same. So sum of the roots we have completed. Now we go for the product of the roots. Product of the roots. So what are the roots? We have got alpha into beta. Alpha is 3 into beta is minus 2. So how much you are getting children? Alpha into beta is minus 6. So what is the formula that we have got? the formula is alpha into beta is C by A. What is C, children, here? Minus 6 by A, that is minus 6. See, both of them are same. Thus, verified. So this is the way in which you need to do this sum, children. So I hope you have understood. So first in verification, write the polynomial given to you and what are the A, B, C values you write. After writing, you go for the sum of the roots and product of the roots. Sum of the roots, what value you have got, you take. Alpha I got 3, beta I got minus 2. So 3 plus into minus 2, that is 1 I have got. Basing on the formula, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. This minus is the sign of the formula, so I should write. And also I have got b value as minus 1. So another minus also is there. So that minus I should keep in the bracket. So that when I open the bracket, minus into minus becomes plus. So minus b by a is 1. And when you are going for product of the formula, alpha into beta, I have got 3 into minus 2 plus into minus. Minus 3 2s are 6. Formula is C by A. What is C? I got minus 6 by 1. So there is no minus here, so I need not give any bracket here. So minus 6. So you can see that by either the formula or by using the values, you are getting the same solution. This is what they are asking about that. So please copy this, children. Now, I will go for the second bit. Children, one thing I wanted to tell, I am doing all the sums on the board here for the sake of many people. But first you listen to my teaching, understand that, try to do the remaining sums by yourself. Then you open the, you can pause the video, do by yourself and you can on it and verify whether you have done correct or not. This is the best way of learning, children. If you do like this, definitely it is going to help you. Okay. Now the second bit is P of x is equal to x square minus 4x plus 3. So how will you divide 4x? That is, this is 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 plus 1, 4. But I need minus. So I will write minus 3x minus x plus 3. See, minus into minus plus 3 into 1. No coefficient means 1. 3 ones are 3. I got it. When I add minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 I got. So our splitting is correct. This is x into x minus 3 minus 1 into x minus 3. Why did I keep minus, children, here? Minus into minus becomes plus. If I keep plus here, minus into plus becomes minus. That is wrong. Mostly students will do mistake here. When you are having minus here and they are putting that minus here, definitely here also you need to put minus only because this plus we need to get. When you are opening the bracket, you should get the same value. So minus into plus, minus 1 into x, minus into minus plus 1 into 3, 3. So this is the way you have to split, children. Practice this value because if you go wrong here, your entire problem will go wrong. X minus 1 into x minus 3. So if x minus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 1. If x minus 3 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 3. So what you are getting? Alpha is equal to 1, beta is equal to 3. There is no positive negative, so I need not worry about which one I need to take alpha. So now we will go for the verification. Now when you go for the verification, let us see first P of x, x square minus 4x plus 3. So what is A, children? A is 1, B is minus 4, C is equal to 3. So let us go for first sum of the roots. What are sum of the roots? Sum of the roots alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta, what is alpha? I got 1 plus beta is 3. I got 4. So let us see the formula. What is the formula? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That is minus, what is b? Minus 4. This is the formula of sign of this. A is 1, that is 4. See, both of them are one and the same. And let us go for the product of the roots. Now, what is product of the roots? Product of the roots, this is alpha into beta. What is alpha I got? Alpha is 1 into beta is 3. That is alpha into beta is 3 I got. Let me go for the formula. The formula is alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So what is c, children? C is 3. By what is a? 1. 3 by 1 is 3. So you can see both of them are same. Thus verified. You have verified in this way, children. Please copy. This is the second bit. Now we will see the third bit. Third bit given to us is p of x is equal to x square minus 4. So x is missing here, children. This means what this you can write as x whole square minus 2 whole square. That is a square minus b square. That is x plus 2 into x minus 2. This is how you are going to do it. It is also a quadratic polynomial, but x value is missing. So why is it missing? Because coefficient is 0. That is why. So if x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 2. If x minus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 2. So since we have got minus and plus, we consider alpha as 2 and beta as minus 2. Okay, children. Now go for the verification. Verification. For this verification, let us go for first we will write polynomial so that we will have a clear idea of a, b, c. P of x is equal to x square minus 4. Therefore, a is equal to 1. There is no b, 0. C is equal to minus 4. So, let us go for sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, that is equal to alpha is 2 plus beta is minus 2. That is 2 minus 2. These both will get cancelled, 0. So, if I go for the formula, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That is equal to what is b, children? I have got minus b is 0 by a is 1. That is 0. So, see, both of them are same. Formula wise it is same, as well as our solution also is same. Now, we go for the product of the roots. Product of the roots. Product of the roots, alpha into beta. Alpha is we have got as 2 into beta is minus 2 plus into minus minus 4. Now let us go for the formula. Formula is alpha into beta is c by a. What is c, children? C is minus 4 by a is 1, that is minus 4. See, both of them are same. Thus, verified. You have verified the problem with the coefficients. Please copy. Now, let us go for the fourth bit. Now, fourth bit is p of x is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1. So, let us split the middle term. It is x square plus 2x plus 1, that is plus x plus 1. Two ways you can do, children. This is expansion of x plus 1 whole square. Otherwise, you split the middle term like this. X into x plus 1 plus 1 into x plus 1. Because there is no common here, you have to take 1 here. That is x plus 1 into x plus 1. That is, if x plus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 1. So, both of them are x plus 1s. So, we will be taking alpha as minus 1, beta also as minus 1. You may ask me, earlier you said positive value you should take. It is not compulsory that you have to take positive value, but in case if you have got one positive and one negative, go for positive I said, because theoretically in physics alpha is considered as positive. That is why I said, because here you have got minus 1. So we need to take both as minus 1 and minus 1. Now let us go for the verification. When you are going for the verification, let us first write p of x, x square plus 2x plus 1. So, a is considered as 1, b is considered as 2, c is 1. So, what are sum of the roots? Sum of the roots, alpha plus beta is equal to, we got what is alpha? Minus 1 plus beta also minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1. That is minus 2. So, when we go to the formula says alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Minus b by a. So, what is minus b, children, here? Minus is the sign of the formula. B, what is b? 2 by a, that is minus 2. See, children, both of them are minus 2. See how got. Now, go for product of the roots. Product of the roots. Product of the roots, alpha into beta. We have got alpha as minus 1 and beta also as minus 1. That is 1. Now, when you go for the formula, alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So, what is c, children, here? Oh, I didn't write c. C is equal to 1, children, here. So, c is equal to 1 by a is 1, that is 1. So, both of them are 1, thus verified. So, very, very important questions, children. These are all. You have to verify them. So, please learn it properly. You have got cubic polynomial also. For essay type, you are going to get these sums. So, I hope I am clear, children. I will be doing it with the examples in the next class.